Hey there, Dyron. I just want to say a special thank you for everything that you've done for us. I understand Katherine Cabernet is your #1 pour, and just a little quick piece of information about this. This is called Stonemason Hill because it's on this schist soil. So I don't know if you know, but it goes clay, shale, schist, slate. It's all clay, but different levels of compaction from 1 billion, 2 billion, 3 billion years. So we're at the 2 billion year. In terms of style, and by the way, this is an estate vineyard. In terms of style, we think of Alexander Valley being a little bit red cherry, boysenberry, blueberry, black cherry, and having a little bit more structure, a little bit more tension and brightness, because we're in the business of selling 2 glasses of wine, and you're in the business of selling more food. So when you have a wine with more tension, you're gonna have more electric and more tension, and people are gonna go, man, I'm a little bit more hungry. This vineyard is made with no yeast, no acid, no water, no mega purple. It's one vineyard, one vintage, one variety, and it's vegan. So it's all of the above. And it's a natural wine. I just use gravity. I put the hazy wine into the tank, I wait for time, and then I rack off the clean wine later. Anyway, that's Katherine, our biggest selling wine, and thank you so much for supporting us. I also understand you have my big boy, Ultimatum. And Ultimatum comes from a vineyard that sits directly north. Right behind it is Scarecrow and Screaming Eagle. And to the east, we have Gargiulo and Rudd. And to the west, we have Silver Oak. And across the street, we've got Harlan and Maiden. Amazing. Anyway, we only make 2 barrels of this. And it comes in this fancy box, square, and 8 sides. And this is a box that I designed with my engineering degree. My father was very proud of it because the only thing I did for my $30,000 degree. And it's a wraparound label and has a topo map of Oakville and where we situate. And if you think about the neighbors, this wine is like $4,500 cheaper than Scarecrow at $5,000. So you can imagine that even though it's a relatively expensive wine, it's still great value. And in terms of its location, it's an incredible looking vineyard. As I said, it's the only north-facing vineyard, and it comes from the top of that hill. And right here is Scarecrow, and this is where we make Game Ranch and Game Ranch Plus, but this is the Ultimatum. And looking down, this is the vineyard. That's Silver Oak, that's Groth on that side, and then O'Shaughnessy, Harlan, Plumpjack, Rudd, etc. So great location in Oakville. Anyway, thank you so much for supporting us. I really appreciate it, Dyron, and hopefully I can get back out there soon. Cheers, man.